The year is 1908, and the setting is Jericho, Kansas, an ugly and backward town. Linda Darnell stars as Algeria Wedge, our femme fatale, the beautiful new bride with ambitions larger than the town's limits, and she uses all the tools at a woman's disposal to see they come true. Fresh off the train, Algeria is introduced to the audience and her new town, dressed in her traveling suit. With her sophistication and beauty, she's going to be quite a revelation in Jericho. New on the Jericho social scene, for her debut, Algeria arrives in a gown with sheer dotted sleeves, and another beautiful hat that is complimented by the hostess, to which Algeria responds,
"You know, Tucker and I were married in such a hurry I didn't have time to do any shopping."
Flaunting her indifference. Even though she's the best dressed in the room, it's not enough for Algeria. While preparing for bed, Mrs. Wedge wears a robe over her high-necked nightgown. The next social gathering is at the Wedges. This party is a little more elevated, with guests arriving in fur. For the first time, we see Algeria in something low-cut. It has flower appliques and draping at the bottom, revealing the lace lining underneath. Her neck is adorned with a jeweled choker. Her first party is a grand success and is the talk of the town. But even the biggest party in Jericho is not big enough for Algeria. Setting her sights on Washington, Mrs. Wedge uses her wit to convince her husband to run for Congress. Her next event is a garden party, and she's the gracious hostess. This time she's one of the only guests not wearing a hat. To run errands, Algeria accessorizes with fur and a smaller, more practical hat. Playing the role of the housewife, she wears an apron with delicate lace ruffles while setting the table for her next social gathering. An election win for her husband places her nicely into the Washington social scene, and she is as successful there as she was in Jericho, to which her campaigning soon leads her back. Her time in the capital has left her with an even more fashion-forward wardrobe. She shocks the town by wearing a new dress that is cut to reveal her ankles.
No, it's a sheath gown. Oh, honestly, everybody in New York and Washington is wearing them.
All the women may be wearing it in New York and Washington, but after all, it is still Jericho. Despite knowing this, Algeria dares to wear the new style. She doesn't care what people think, as long as they are thinking about her. Her hat steals the show of her next outfit, drawing the eye with its flamboyance. She wears a pendant at her neck. The last outfit we see Algeria in has fringed sleeves and is accessorized with a large hat and fur wrapped around her neck. And as always, she is carrying a small purse.